Are you looking at me through that dust hole? Hi. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Nathan's back with us. On today's episode, we are going to be cutting out the back of the car. So Nathan and I already pulled out the tail lights and everything else that was back here except for one speaker because it broke and it's in pieces and we didn't want to deal with it. But we're trying to make room for a fuel cell, so we're going to go ahead and cut that out. While he's working on that, I am going to cut out the rusted part in the dash and hopefully get that repaired. So we're going to get to that.
In my glove!
Did it hurt? When you fell from heaven, you want that, trust me.
I know, I'm just gonna turn it.
Oh, okay.
Alright, not that much.
God, he's slow.
It's difficult.
It's like watching a chimpanzee trying to figure out how to use a manual grinder.
What, does it spin?
You kind of look like a policeman. You kind of look like a policeman, you know,
A
during
policeman?
riot.
Like a riot shield guy?
Yeah. The face mask and everything. Nathan, when you're editing this, I'm talking to you right here.
Oh, yeah.
Put the Marvel music in the background.
I don't need
Alright? Yes. 3, 2, 1. Action! I think you were already filming. Are you actually filming already?
Now I am.
Okay.
I mean, I was. I stopped it when you said it.
Alright guys, so Nathan got the whole...
I did this. I'm so zoomed in. I'm trying to follow you.
Damn it! Do not zoom in on my face.
I'm not. I haven't zoomed it all.
Are you filming?
Yeah, you're good.
Alright. Alright guys, so Nathan got the hole cut out, and if you look down here... Go ahead and move. Alright, so if you look down here, we cut it flat here, flat, along the rails, and up here, here, and then along this curved rail that you can't really see, but I promise it's there. Anyway, so this should be plenty of space for our fuel cell. That should be coming in early next week sometime. That way we can go ahead and mock up where it needs to be. And then this area over here is going to hold the battery. We're going to put the battery in the back of the car. Also, I got this piece that was really rusted out, cut out. So I'm going to make a little piece in here, 1 or 2 pieces. Tack those up and then make sure it all fits, weld it, flap it, prime it, call it a day. While I'm doing that...
That's what we should start doing. Only voice animations.
So Nathan's going to flap the front sway bar for next week, but we're going to go ahead and get that done, and then we're going to have it painted black, or he's going to paint it black, and he'll put a couple of coats of black and then a coat of clear, and we're probably going to call it a night. That's all I have to say. That's it. I'm sorry. What do you want me? I'm not good at this. I have to have a script. I'm an actor. Alright, so we're going to let it dry for about 15 minutes and then hit it with another coat. And then we'll clear it about 15 minutes after that. And it'll be good to go. Are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh. Alright guys, so we've got the 2 tension rods and the front sway bar painted. We put 2 coats of paint and a coat of clear on there. It's just little rattle can stuff just to make it last a little bit longer. It doesn't surface rust or anything like that. And so that'll be prepared for next episode. And then tomorrow, because it's getting really late on us tonight and I gotta be at the work in the morning, be working. What are we doing tomorrow? Oh yeah. So tomorrow we're gonna start on bodywork hopefully, and we're gonna paint strip the hood, the front two fenders. We'll probably start with there and then maybe the hatch and the two doors. It depends on how quickly it goes. Everything goes slow on this car, so I assume that we're probably not even gonna finish one of these. So we're gonna paint strip these, sand down the rust spots, everything, get rid of all the rust, and then we'll put a little bit of body filler and whatnot, and hopefully nothing's rusted through because I might just set the car on fire if that's gonna happen. Is that what we're doing tomorrow?
I don't know.
Well, I'm trying to think. We can't do the fuel cell, so I'm gonna finish the dash, prime that. We're not doing the paint until the fuel cell's in. So patch the hole, body work,
Paint stripper, take off the doors, paint stripper.
possibly.
Take off the hatch, paint stripper.
Yeah. Yeah. So tomorrow, we're gonna take.
Wait.
So tomorrow we are going to paint stripper those. We're going to start off with those. If we have time, we'll move to the doors and the rear hatch. Hopefully it goes easy. I doubt it, but that's okay. So we're going to paint strip them, sand down all the rust, sand down all the spots, Bondo it, and just shoot it with primer. Don't put the shooting emoji in there. Don't. So those will all be primed and hopefully straight and ready to go. So we will catch y'all tomorrow.
So, what we're gonna do is we got this aircraft paint remover. We're gonna shake it up, pour it on. And then after that, we're going to spread it around and let it sit, and all this ugly blue paint will be gone. And we're gonna wear these because we don't wanna get real high off this. I'm not gonna put that in there, but it's for me. That. Bring it close. Wait, it's this side. Shake. Well.
Did you read the rest of it?
No?
Okay.
Push down and turn to open. Open! Alright. This is stupid. We are on hour 75 of attempting to open this bottle. Damn it. Oh. I got it. Wow, this thing's got a smell to it now.
What's odd?
We painted these last night and we let them sit, and they're absolutely perfect. Beautiful, professionally done. They turned out really well actually. Like the clear coat set really well with them, and they're nice and no longer dark gray and now black and not rusty. Now we're gonna disassemble the fenders so we can get ready to put the paint stripper on them as well.
So there's like 3 different layers of paint just on this hood. Primer paint, Bondo primer paint. We've got like 5 layers that we gotta eat through on this thing. Alright guys, so we used the aircraft stripper on the hood as well as the other 2 front fenders. So those have only been through 1 coat and it barely ate through the top layer, so we're just leaving them for now. Tomorrow we'll put another coat on there, and hopefully it takes care of it. We're also going to put another coat on here tomorrow, scrape that off, and then we will start sanding. But we didn't want to do that tonight because it started getting kind of late and the neighbors are right there and we don't want to keep them awake. That's kind of rude. So we're going to wake them up at like 6 a.m. For the rest of tonight, we're going to be working on the car and I'll show you that. Yeah. Alright, so for the rest of the evening, I will be pulling out old brake lines, fuel lines, everything all the way back, just cleaning everything up. The car's getting ready to start getting put back together really quickly, which is kind of exciting because I feel like we've just been patching rust holes for like 9 months now. It's like having a child. Alright, so while I'm doing that, Nathan's going to be back here wire wheeling all of this. He's going to take off the diff mounts. We'll get those wire wheeled and painted later. But we really need to get all this material off here because when the fuel cell comes in a couple of days, we're going to mock up some metal pieces and have all of that in, welded up, and then we can work on a top plate. So, but that'll be later. So right now I'm pulling off all the old brake lines slash fuel lines slash whatever else was running back here. That way we can get everything cleaned out because eventually we're going to come under here, clean everything, clean up all the floors, stitch weld the old floors on the other side up here because they're connected inside the car, but I want them connected on both sides. We'll beat it so it's all formed, prime it, and then undercoat everything, or seam seal it as well, and then undercoat everything. That way this car's going to last a long time and no one's ever going to have to replace these stupid floors again. Alright guys, so we got all the old brake lines and fuel lines out from under the trans tunnel. It was an absolute pain in the butt. We also cleared out the trunk so that when we want to put the fuel cell in the back, everything's clean. We still have to wire wheel back there, but it won't take 20 minutes to do that. So we are going to catch y'all in the morning. Alright guys, we are back here the next day. So this morning I came in and I put some paint stripper on it, and it was really hot outside and the paint stripper just decided to stay there and didn't do anything. So what we are going to do is I'm going to start sanding on one. Nathan's going to use a wire wheel to take off the rest of the paint stripper, and then I'll be able to come through and sand them all, and that's going to wrap up the episode. So let's get to doing that. Alright guys, so we ended up having to wire wheel the entire hood just to get it to the point where we can sand it, because there was, I think we counted it was 7 different layers of something: paint, primer, Bondo, whatever, and they were all just stacked up on top of each other, and that paint stripper was hardly even getting through that. But I guess that's what lead-based paint does. The fenders will be left for another time we feel like doing this.
Never.
Never. Probably just gonna put a lot of paint stripper on those, so we'll deal with that later. But the hood looks really good right now. We've sanded a lot of it over here. That part just finished getting wire wheeled, and so I'm going to sand it with 60 all the way through, make sure we take care of all the little rust spots. Then we'll go back with 150 and then 220. We got a couple places underneath that we're going to hit with the Scotch-Brite pad and wire wheel where it's rusty. That we're going to be ready to call it a day. Alright guys, so we finally got the hood all sanded down. It looks really good. There's a couple spots we're going to hit with some rust conformer because I don't want to deal with it anymore. And the underneath we scuffed and made sure there wasn't any rust spots on there as well. So that's going to do it for this episode. Make sure to leave a like if you liked it. Comment down below if you have anything that you think we could have done better, or if you just want to say something. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. We got a bunch more coming for this car, and really, really soon. So we will catch y'all next time.